then finally, he raised the courage. He went and knocked on the door, and everything stopped. And he hears the door handle jingle, and the door opens and such. The guy said, excuse me, but I'm hearing something from inside here, and it doesn't sound good. And the guy said, oh, no, it was no big deal. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't need to ask you. Well, what's going on in there? And the guy said, well, listen, I'm not hurting anybody. He said, actually, I just got a monkey, and I was told I need to cut off his tail, but I didn't want to hurt him, so I'm just cutting it off an inch at a time. Well, that's not the way you do it. And that's the way some people try to get back in the will of God, is they try to cut that relationship off an inch at a time. And what do? They are just destroying their own emotions. They're destroying the other person. And it hurts 100 times worse. And no telling what kind of a mess you'll get into by emotions. Well, thankfully, I have enough sense to know, we got to cut this thing off. And so I made a phone call. I walked down to a payphone. Anybody remember what those were? I walked down to a payphone, and I put my coins in, and I called her up, and I told her that, hey, and it wasn't like I'd not brought up the subject before. I'd already told her, that I'm struggling with this, and whether this is God's will. And so finally, she blurted out and said, well, if we're going to do it, we're just going to do it. I said, no. That's the last time I talked to her. I hooked up that payphone. The last time I talked to her. But let me tell you something. It was painful. Not just right then. It was painful for weeks and months afterwards. And I began to come to the Lord and say, Lord, I'm hurting this time. Not only am I hurting, but I'm lonely. And all this emotion